Good Friday afternoon, everybody. It's Halloween day. Hope everybody's going to have a great day, great night. Everybody be safe is the main thing for you and your family. I want to make a video here real quick on something that I've had for quite a while. It took me a while to find a good place for it and go over it. It is the Birdie ball putting mat, the outdoor putting mat specifically. It is about 7 feet wide, 18 feet long. So this was the biggest one that they had. It took me a while to find a spot for it. I had a spot in my shop for it for a while, and then it's just gotten kind of full. So I moved it up here on the front porch, and then the wife's actually okay with that. So because we all come out here and we use it. I've had this mat for about 4 years now. And I think some things that you need to think about when you think about getting an outdoor mat especially is kind of have some expectations with it. You know, it's not the best synthetic turf that you can, it's not going to putt as true as the best putting green you've ever putted on. What we love about this is it's fun for the whole family. I've got an 8-year-old. He can get out here. We'll have putting games. We'll have contests, and he says, hey, can we go putt? Sure. Never going to turn that down. So I don't use it a ton. I mean, I've had it for 4 years and I've used it a bunch. But it's not something like I'm coming out here and working on putting. I think what you need to realize with it is, main thing is have expectations. Because of the way the turf is and the sun and the rain and the wind, it's going to eventually get some imperfections in it, like some seams or some runs, which mine has. So it's not terrible by any form or fashion. And on the concrete, I'm going to move out of the way so you can see it. And on the concrete, you have to kind of figure out which way it's going to break. What does the break do? But it is good enough that you can keep some consistency in your putting stroke. Without a doubt, you can keep consistency, especially on the longer putt. And I find when I do use it quite a bit, if there's some tournaments coming up or something, and I'm not getting to the golf course as much as I want, man, I can come out here for 10 minutes, hit some putts, roll putts, and I can feel my stroke getting better, getting back in line, how I want it. Now, I think if you think you're going to come out here and grind over 6-8 footers all day, and if you miss them, then you're going to get mad, and then you're going to, confidence level comes down. I think with this putting mat, you can't expect to come out here and just make 6 footers and 8 footers and 10 footers because of the way the grain is on the putt. I do love the long one. I'll hit a couple here. I've got my Lab DF3. This is the kind of the extra putter that I do have. You can see this one breaks a little left to right. But it does roll pretty good and pretty accurate. I mean, it is pretty accurate. I'm not saying it's not. See, that one didn't turn. But like I can see there's a seam here. There's a seam here. There's a seam that runs kind of north and south on it that you can see. And I'll get the camera over here to where y'all can see it. But I think it's just a thing. It's just something that you have to set expectations for and realize, hey, I'm not going to make everything. It's more fun for the family. It's more to keep your stroke in line and kind of smooth and working for you. So when you do go play golf, it doesn't take you, 30 minutes on a putting green, or it doesn't take you 5 holes before finally you finally get your touch and your rhythm down with your putting. So I'm going to take the camera here, and I want to see if y'all can see. And maybe you can. There's some seams in it. There's a few runs. It does come with the Birdie ball, holes. And down there we have 1. I'll flip it around here. And down over here we have 3. So this is the 3 on one side and 1 on the other. And I do really like this thing. It's functional. We putt on it. My kid and I putt on it, quite a bit, not a ton, but enough to feel like it's worth it. Would I buy it again? I don't know. It was pretty expensive. I mean, I think it was about $1,000 4 years ago, so I have no idea what they are now. The main thing is it's outdoors, so you have to expect the wind is real. It's very heavy to move. It really is heavy to move. But the wind, if the wind gets it, and if you don't have it in a protected place, and this is why finally I found this area here to where the wind just was not beating it up. If I had it out on my driveway where there was a little slope on the concrete, it was great because I had a little bit of slope and could practice putts. But the wind was just constantly flipping it over. So I did find a place that was a little less wind prone for it. On a normal windy day, it's not going to touch it at all. It's just if you have a big thunderstorm come up that it could flip it, turn it, something like that. So, it's a good product. I will say it's a good product. Obviously for an outdoor putting, I think all of us that play golf, our dream is get the backyard golf where you've got, 6 holes and you got 30-foot putts and you got a sand trap. That's kind of everyone's, ultimate wish on a backyard setup. But this works well enough to keep the stroke going, make you feel like you're still playing golf, you're still hitting some putts. And main thing is to have a little fun with it. My kid and I will play horse on it, so play some games on it, but, just know you're not going to make a ton of putts on it, honestly, because just the way the grain and the seams are on it after a while. And, probably 4 years later, they have a better product, a better seam. So I think it's just depending on what size space do you have and what your budget is if you get an outdoor one. Obviously the indoor is going to last better, but we have a great time with this outdoor, especially today. It's, about 61 degrees. It's great in the mornings, cool morning, cool afternoons. So we've gotten our use out of it, and we really like it. But I don't know if I would, when this one wears out, will I get another one? I don't know, really, honestly. Probably not, but we'll just see when that time comes. So, again, I hope y'all have a great Halloween. I hope everybody is safe and enjoy your family. I appreciate y'all watching. If you would, subscribe if you can, like it if you can, comment. If you got any questions about it, let me know. What it does have, obviously, is this. They all have, I got the bumpers with this one. So this one came with some bumpers, and you kind of just got to stick them back on there, and I hadn't done that. So it does have some bumpers to where it will catch the ball, not let it roll off. Comes with all your pins and everything like that. So you can put as many balls on here as you want, and because it's going to stay inside the bumpers. So appreciate y'all watching very much, and thank y'all. Have a great day.